Hello everybody, John12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with another top 5 list. Yes, it's that time of the week again, so let's get into this week's top 5 list. Now, considering Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice is underway, little tiny nugget above a month, which is very interesting and awesome. And considering today is very Batman heavy for me personally, my personal life, considering, me and my, well, you don't know, I'm telling you now for the first time ever, but me and my brother just unboxed Sideshow Collectibles premium format figure modern age Batman Sideshow Collectible. I know that's irrelevant to this video, but it was really cool and awesome. I was actually thinking about making a separate, unboxing video to that, just showing you my brother's figure that he got and what have you, but I was too lazy and there wasn't enough time, and plus we were checking out a whole bunch of other stuff, and plus, man, that figure is awesome. I'm just saying, if you have money and you're a freaking collector, pick up some Sideshow Batman figures. Well, not figures, but you know what I mean, statues, if you will. They're freaking awesome looking. But with that being said and done, let's get into this top 5 list. Now, considering last time I've rounded off my actors/actresses for Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, it's time to center around the animated universes. Yes, because even though we all like to look at the movies and consider how amazing they are, or not amazing they are, or crappy they are, or, how good they are, or what have you, there is the niche pocket, if you will, of the animated universes, which a lot of fans would, debate that the animated universe of DC is far superior to the live action side of things, the movie side. Even though we have yet to see what the DC movie universe could be, a lot of people already know that the animated version is better. And if they did a live action version of that, it would be phenomenal. But that being said, I'm here to give you my top 5 list of the top 5 actors who have performed under the role of Bruce Wayne/Batman in the animated universes. Yes, the animated voices of Batman. Now, of course, as always with all my lists, this is subjective. It's my personal list, my personal thoughts. So, of course, in the comments section below, let me know what your personal top 5 animated Batman voices are. Your favorite voice actors who portrayed Batman in the multiple animated cartoons for Batman, or any of the Justice League cartoons, or freaking TV movies or direct-to-video movies that have Batman in them. Let me know what your personal favorite are. But with that being said and done, let's get into this list. And coming out at number 5 has to go to Jace Amaro. Now, I know a lot of people differ with this specific actor when it comes to Batman. A lot of people like him, a lot of people don't like him. Everyone just wants Kevin. Let's just be fucking honest here. Everybody wants Kevin Conroy to voice Batman in anything and everything. And even though I myself consider Kevin Conroy to be, we'll get to that in a second in this fucking video, but Jason Amaro is pretty cool. I think he's a pretty decent, awesome dude, and I think he's freaking killing it as Batman in these, direct-to-video connected Justice League movies, starting with Justice League War, and, going off into the solo Batman movies like Son of Batman, Batman vs. Robin, and of course Justice League Throne of Atlantis, and Justice League versus Teen Titans, which is coming up pretty soon, and what have you, and of course Batman Bad Blood. I think he's just done an amazing job as Batman, and a lot of people need to take a seat back off of the Kevin Conroy train that is obviously amazing, and just think about it. This is a different kind of Batman. This is not the comic book Batman of the modern age. This is not the Golden Age Batman, Silver Age Batman. This is not a specific Batman that's a part of the Tim universe, if you will, or the Justice League universe, Batman animated series universes. This is the New 52 Batman, and he has to have a specific voice for that specific version of the New 52, and I think Jace Amaro has done a pretty awesome job as Batman so far, and I've really enjoyed his performance, and I think he puts a lot of very interesting, cool, I want to say, mannerisms is probably the bad way to put it, because it's obviously not an on-screen performance, but something to to the line of that, because there's just something about him as Batman when it comes to these current solo Batman movies and of course Justice League movies. But that being said and done, moving off of that and going to number 4 on this list has to go to Reno Romano. Now, for those of you who don't know who Reno Romano is, he voiced Batman in the Batman cartoon series, not to be mistakenly confused with Batman the animated series. Batman the TV series, or the cartoon series if you will, that came out around the mid 2000s, was this really cool like WB TV show that was, not really a spin-off or a part of the Batman animated series. It took a much more lighter tone, and it focused on specifically, of course, Batman, and it was just a total awesome redesign of the Batman cartoon animated series that we all know and love from the Tim and Paul Dini and Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill universes. It was its own separate little thing, and of course, it had that same flavor of the Jackie Chan Adventures, which is another cartoon series I was a really huge fan of at the time, and they kind of brought that over for this specific show, and I love this show. I really feel like I know a lot of people like to go back, no, animated series is the best, Justice League is right there, then there's Young Justice. For me personally, I really enjoyed this specific show. Yes, it's a little bit more kiddie, yes, it's a little bit more kid-friendly and family-friendly and what have you, but it's still really good, and they touched upon a really awesome blend of having Batman be serious and dark the way he was in the movies at the time, and of course the animated series that came before it, but still found a way to still be family friendly and appeal to kids, and I really enjoyed that, and I love the storylines they did, I love the character designs they did, and Reno Romano as Batman is just awesome. I really enjoyed his performance as Batman. I think he gave, for those of you who are fans, of course, we grew up with the Kevin Conroy voice, so it's kind of hard to differentiate from that, but Reno's voice for Batman, specifically for this show, I feel like was just like, it's basically the voice I would have wanted for like a Batman Year One. If Batman Year One had a realistic voice, it would be Reno Romano's voice. That's the way I look at it, and overall, I think this is just a very good, underappreciated show that you should definitely check out. But with that being said and done, moving off of that and going to number 3 on this list has to go to Diedrich Bader, who of course voiced Batman in the Brave and the Bold Batman TV show. Now, Brave and the Bold, of course, like many other DC animated programs, specifically Batman-centric ones, that get underlighted because of the Batman animated series. However, Brave and the Bold is, just like the previous cartoon series I was talking about, is a very awesome show. For me personally, before getting into the program, I really didn't know which way to go with it. I mean, like, I liked some of the designs that they were going with, but I felt like it was a little too 1940s for me, and I wasn't really into it. But then when you actually dig into the actual program, it's so freaking awesome, it's fun, it's entertaining, it serves a purpose in the multiple DC animated universes that they have. It serves a purpose, and I love the blend of like the Golden Age meets Silver Age. It's 60s Batman mixed with 40s Batman and a little bit of 70s Batman, and there's a whole bunch of really cool, amazing, complimations, and basically mixes with the rest of the Justice League members and other kind of various storylines from Elseworlds. It's a freaking awesome cartoon, and Diedrich Bader, I love that guy. That guy is so freaking awesome. I love him in pretty much every single movie he's in, whether it be a small cameo or what have you. I mean, two of my favorite movies he's in, which is, of course, Napoleon Dynamite and Office Space. Really awesome movies, really awesome dude, and I think his voice for Batman was awesome. It fit the right tone of the show in the right period of comic book lore that they were going with. With that specific version of comic book Batman they were going with, he hit the right tone of voice that they needed, and he gave me, at least, another really awesome voice actor talent that has voiced Batman multiple times before on a list, and he's number 3 for me. He's freaking awesome. He killed it. I like Diedrich Bader as an actor and, of course, as a person, and The Brave and the Bold is an awesome, cool animated series. But that being said, and moving off of that, going to number 2 on this list, has to go to Bruce Greenwood. Yes, Bruce Greenwood, the famous actor, also has voiced Batman multiple times in specifically 2 ventures, which is, of course, Batman Under the Red Hood, which was, at least in my opinion and a lot of others, one of the best solo Batman animated movies of all time, of course. which I don't want to get into that because I already made a list that features that specific movie, so go check out the multiple top 5 Batman lists I've done, because I talked about this one. But Bruce Greenwood killed it in that movie, and then he reprised Batman in Young Justice, which a lot of people consider to be the next to, of course, Justice League and Batman animated series as one of the greatest DC animated programs of all time, which I would not deny or debate with that. And of course, he killed it as Batman again. Bruce Greenwood has an awesome voice. He's obviously an amazing, accomplished actor. But when you bring that class over to the animated world and you put that into Batman, it just fits. And it's so freaking good. He has a very nice, older man kind of Batman tone to it, but also he has a very fresh take in comparison to the Kevin Conroys of this list and what have you. But just like the many other actors that I've put out in this specific list, he just puts his own specific tone and stamp on the Batman character, which is always amazing with every single rendition that they go with the solo movies, with the team-up movies, with the freaking cameos that he does in other people's movies. It's so freaking good, and Bruce Greenwood kills it as Batman, and Under the Red Hood is awesome, and Young Justice is awesome. Hopefully we get a season 3. Will it happen? Let's see what happens this following year. But that being said and done, I'm going to skip the honorable mentions for now because I have other things to do, specifically video-wise. So I'm going to get right to my number 1, which has to go to, obviously, no shocker there, Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is the definitive voice of Batman. A lot of the actors on this list are awesome. Jace Amaro, I think, does a really cool job with New 52 Batman. Reno Romano was awesome for a very kid-friendly but darker, story-toned Batman. Bruce Greenwood kicks ass. Diedrich Bader is hilarious and awesome. These actors are great, but Kevin Conroy is the definitive Batman. When you hear the voice of Batman out of Kevin Conroy, you know that's Batman. You watch the movies and you're like, well, Michael Keaton was cool, but I like Christian Bale as him too. Val Kilmer was alright. Ben Affleck looks like he might be okay. You have doubts of a specific Batman in your head based off that kind of stuff, whether it be TV shows or movies. When you hear Kevin Conroy speak as Batman, none of these questions come up. You're not thinking like, did he did okay as Batman in that one? I don't know if I like that right tone for Batman. Fuck that shit. Fuck that fanboy stuff. Throw it out the window, because when he speaks, he is Batman. He is the voice of Batman. You pick up a comic book from some bastard-ass store, hopefully it's a comic book one, and you pick up that comic book, and you look at it, Batman has a monologue or speaks something, you think of what? You think of freaking... Whose voice do you think of? It's Kevin Conroy's. He is the voice of Batman. He will always be, in my book, the definitive voice for Batman. He is the Batman. He defined that role with the Batman animated series, which is a masterpiece, a classic. I can't even speak anymore because he's so freaking awesome. Kevin Conroy is Batman. And I love the movies. And I can't wait for future movies and future interpretations and renditions of the Batman character, which is one of my favorite characters of all time. But there's no denial that Kevin Conroy will always kill it. We have our Adam West, we have our Michael Keatons, and so on and so forth. But Kevin Conroy defines it from here on to the end of time. Not that diminishes the importance of any other actor or voice actor, but it's just a fact. And he kills it as Batman. But that being said and done, this is pretty much my list. This is my top 5 Batman animated voice actors. Yes, I've done pretty much everything I can with Batman up until this point. And of course, next time, I'll be getting into the Superman side of things, and then rounding it off with my possible last top 5 for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, considering the movie will be coming out probably by the time I get to that specific top 5. So, with that being said, it's been fun and entertaining, but at the end of the day, let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. What is your top 5 actors that have voiced the character of Batman in the multiple animated universe, direct-to-video movies or TV shows? Let me know in the comment section below. With that being said and done, shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Josh12.